Okay.
Okay, my name is Susan Anderson, and I am the new spokesperson for Dr. Roche's office for the new Diva laser, and it is for vaginal rejuvenation. I have had 3 treatments done, and they are so amazing. My first treatment, you have 3 treatments, and they are 1 month apart. And when I had my first treatment, I didn't tell my husband about it. We were going away for the weekend, and I wanted to see how he was going to react to it. And I was actually very, very happy because not only he reacted wonderfully, he was so happy, but that made me happy. But more than anything, I felt a difference in it. And I am actually 61 years old. When I found Dr. Roche, or actually my husband found Dr. Roche. I had some self-esteem issues when I was about 47. I had given birth to my last child. I had 2 children. My last child, I was 40 years old, and I just didn't bounce back. I nursed her, and I became really large, and then after I stopped nursing, I just went down to nothing, and that's how my husband found Dr. Roche, and he did such a great job that I have always trusted him. I hadn't really had to come see him after that for a long time. I didn't really have any problems, but then their office called and mentioned about the Diva laser, and I came in and listened to what they had to say. So when I had it done, it's so amazing. I can't believe it. So I've had 3 treatments, and you go 1 month apart. And the actual laser part of it is it's a little glass blown tube. It's kind of like the size of a cigar glass holder, and they insert it, and it lasts about 3 minutes, and it makes like a ticking sound, and you can kind of feel like a little bit of pressure and the noise, and it makes a circle, so you can feel it when it goes up to the ceiling and then back down to the ground again. So it continues. It gets a little stronger near the last minute, and then that's it. There's no side effects, or you just get up and you go do whatever you have to do.
Was it painful, Susan?
No, it's not painful. There's a little pressure near the last 30 seconds maybe. It's like almost like everything gets so tight. It's like, so that was good.
Susan, why were you interested initially in receiving a Diva treatment? Were you experiencing any symptoms?
Well, I didn't really have any symptoms other than when you start to get older, you lose a lot of muscle mass, and so you have to make some choices. So I would go to the gym, and I work out, eat really well. I feel internally like I'm 45 years old. I don't feel like I'm in my 60s. But there was one area the vaginal area, that there's really nothing you can do. My gynecologist would say, well, do your Kegels, make sure you keep yourself, firm down there, and you won't have any bladder issues or anything like that. And I don't have bladder issues, but when it came to being intimate with my husband, I wasn't like I was before I had my last child. For me, it just wasn't the same. So then after I had the 3 treatments, I honestly can say I feel like I've never had children. So I would so recommend this for women that have had children. I don't care how old you are, if you want to go back to your original body, or women that have gone through menopause, because you're no longer dry, you're very lubricated, you're tighter. I mean, even not only my tissues on the inside and my muscles are tighter, the outside's tighter. And then they can turn a little knob, a little thing on the Cyton laser, and they can do hair removal. So it's all good. It's all wonderful. And then Dr. Roche does this thing called the O-shot. The O-shot, he does have to numb you up a little bit. And you do feel a little pick from that needle, the numbing needle. But the O-shot, he takes a vial of your blood, and they spin it, and then they spin it, and then they take the platelets out, and then that's what he injects into the vagina, and like like the G-spot area or your clitoris, and that makes you become more sensitive to whatever is going on down there, and it makes your orgasms stronger, longer, better. It's wonderful. I just love it.
Would you recommend it for other women? Does it treat any other type of symptoms?
Actually, it does. If you have any problems with incontinence, after your third treatment, you shouldn't have any more problems with that. I was with another lady. We were actually doing an info commercial for the Diva laser, and she was in great shape. She's 52. She's had a couple kids, and out of the clear blue, her bladder just let go. And there's really nothing they can do for that unless you go for an operation, and she didn't want to do that. So she had heard about this laser, and she also has gone through 3 treatments, and she says she has no problems at all. So that is wonderful. Excellent. To be able to do that, yeah.
So they do recommend a maintenance treatment as well.
Yep. Yeah, I feel still great after my treatment, so I'm going to wait. If I start to feel a little different, then I'll come in and get probably a yearly, boost with that. But, yep.
So Susan, I can't believe you're 61.
61, yeah. I don't feel 61 at all. It's weird, yeah. And now I really don't feel like 61. I feel great. I feel like I've never had children. Being intimate with my husband is better than it was when we first got married. I don't know. It's just we've grown. We love each other. It's all good for both of us. So we're really happy.
Excellent. So, well, thank you for sharing your experience.
Yeah, I highly recommend it to women that, like I said, menopause, have incontinence problems. Also, women, I think that when they go through chemotherapy, and I know that I've had a couple friends that have had this, their tissues get super dry, and if you do the Diva laser, it causes your body just to rejuvenate, and it makes you lubricated. You don't need any other products, so that would be really good for women that have gone through that too. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
If you have any other questions, you can go to our website. It's at drroche.com. That's drroche.com. And our phone number is 248-338-1110. Thanks again, Susan.
You're
we appreciate you sharing your experience.
I also did a podcast with Drew and Mike, and I think it was the March 16th podcast, and I talk all about it there. So if you want more information, you can always tune into that. That'd be good.
Okay. So you can get there at drewandmikepodcast.com, and then go down to March 16th, the date for the podcast. And it's on our website as well.